What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we're going to take a look at the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Wolverine. Arguably one of the most popular X-Men who first appeared as an Incredible Hulk villain, before his story got rewritten as the mutant we all know and love today. This figure was revealed shortly after Spider-Gwen, which I don't own at the moment, and a lot of people went crazy for it. Some collectors are wondering if it's worth it, especially after one of the accessories got axed. Well, you know the drill. Let's take a closer look. Well, if you're not familiar with this line, the figures are very stylized in an anime-ish look. The figures are not trying to be 100% accurate, so you can't knock on them for that. The figures are also not meant to be aesthetically pleasing because of the way the figure was constructed for the articulation. However, you can knock it on everything else though. What do I mean by that? Well, let's see. Oh yeah! The paint on this figure is not very good to say the least. It's very sloppy. The head sculpt I personally think looks pretty cool, and even it's stylized, it still reminds you that, hey bub, this is Wolverine look. And here's the first problem. The paint is not very clean where the blue ears on the mask beats the yellow. The neck sculpt is also pretty cool. The veins on it are nicely detailed here. The body sculpt is not bad, even though some can argue it looks a bit too bulky on the chest region. It's also a nice bright yellow, and the paint on the blue stripes is awful here. The paint is very sloppy. Reminds me of a Marvel Legends paint job, and for an import figure, that's not a good thing. The arms also look pretty good, and the muscles are well defined, and the veins on the muscles have, again, awesome details. The gloves are a metallic dark blue, look like the ears on the mask, and the paint is surprisingly clean and doesn't bleed over the skin here. The silver holes where the claws come out of it are surprisingly neatly painted. The belt is okay, but the X-buckle is very sloppy. I thought Deadpool's paint job wasn't that good, but at least that figure had clean paint apps. This figure's paint job is just not good. The legs are actually fine, sculpt on them are well done, and the blue on them are surprisingly not bad. The bottom legs is a completely different shade of yellow than the upper legs. Are you kidding me right now? This is ridiculous. The boots themselves are pretty good, so that's nice. Good sculpt, and the blue and green are very clean. Not seeing any slop. Anyway, the sculpt, while broken up from the articulation, is not bad, but the paint leaves a lot to be desired. Wolverine's articulation for Revoltech is pretty standard for, the amazing Yamaguchi line. Obviously, you can get him in some pretty kick-ass poses, some very dynamic poses. Not possible with other figures, but let's do it, shall we? Right. Head is on a hinge and a swivel. Get some nice range. It's pretty good. Neck is on a ball joint. My bad. So you do get good looking up and looking down range. Side to side is not bad, and pivot is actually pretty good. So the head itself is on a slight ball joint movement, which is cool. These shoulder pads, there have been reports of these breaking because they articulate back here on very tiny ball joints. This one right here is very tight. Well, I mean, not anymore because I managed to loosen it up, but still, it was very tight. And yeah, just be careful with this. Don't apply too much force on it. This one right here is a loosey-goosey. So yeah, just be careful. Don't apply too much force, and you should be okay. Arms, they're on a Revoltech style joint. Yeah, it can move up and down, up and down. Obviously, the shoulders are still not exactly much pleasing. I mean, the shoulder pads do hide it a little bit, but still. Can move up about this high. Can still move forward. So that is awesome. Elbows are on hinges and can swivel as well, so it acts as your bicep swivel. And if you don't want this gap, the cool thing is that you can actually hide it by doing this. So, huzzah! That's pretty cool. Hands are on swivel hinges. Get decent range. Ab crunch. Crunch is about this forward, and crunch is about this far back, which is not exactly it's not the best range of movement going back, but forward it's still pretty nice, so good job on that. Legs are on ball joints. They can move up and down. They can kick forward about this much, and they can kick back about this much, though they come out at an angle, unless if you mess with the thigh swivel. And the thigh swivel is kind of a pain in the ass to work with. With Spider-Man, it was easy because, you know, it was used to kick your legs up. But here, it looks very ugly when you use the thigh swivel. And also, we got a hanging chunk of plastic for no reason, so it can't, like, dig into the socket to hide any gaps. So that's yeah, that's nice. Knees are like Venom's. There's no ratchet. It's just a smooth knee joint. However, unlike Venom's, this joint right here looks very ugly as hell. So yeah, no excuse. Just no excuse. Boots are on ball joints. Ankles are on hinges. I can move this far forward, this far back. And we have our ankle rocker, which works very well. However, it is pretty stiff, so do be mindful of that. And we also have a toe hinge, which is pretty good. So Wolverine's articulation definitely does meet the expectations with these figures. So you should not have any problem posing Wolverine at all. Just be careful with the shoulder pads and pretty much the knee joints, because like Venom, I'm pretty sure that they could break easily if you're not careful. Just be careful with this figure, and you should have a good time. To the top of Wolverine's mask, he's just shy of 6 inches tall. Here are the comparisons. Here he is with the SH Figure Arts Captain America and Tony Stark. Here he is with the SH Figure Arts Black Panther and Ant-Man. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Carnage and Doctor Strange. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Speed Demon and Beetle. And finally, here he is with the amazing Yamaguchi, Revoltech, Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Venom. The Revoltech figures look great together, but when you display them with Figure Arts of Marvel Legends, they will stand out because of the aesthetics. Still, Wolverine will fit in just fine. Accessories. Wolverine comes with some stuff. It's not exactly a lot, but a couple of them are pretty cool. First is the Revoltech stand. It comes with the base, the arm, and the extender piece, and the clips, so you can get Wolverine into some pretty cool jumping poses. Next are the heads. First is the neutral head that was on him in the package. Next is his teeth gritted head, and he comes with his yelling head. These heads can differ in quality, but I think I lucked out for the most part with these heads. I repeat, for the most part. For his hands, he comes with the fist hands that were on him in the package. 2 open clawed-like hands, which can be used for the claws or the retracted claws. 2 gripping hands, which makes absolutely no goddamn sense because he comes with no sword to hold. So unless if you have Deadpools, these are a waste. And finally, he comes with a cigar-holding hand that should have come with a cigar. But no, angry parents are God. Yes, they removed the cigar accessory because some people were pissed off that it encouraged smoking. That is bullshit. That's like the Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man coming with a pizza, but removing it because it encouraged obesity. Rage aside, you can take it upon yourself to make yourself your own cigar. How you make one, that's up to you. I made mine using only a Q-tip and some paint. Next up are his claws. These can be used with the fist hands and the open hands. The claws themselves look really good. Some people say they're too big, but I personally think they're a good size. To use them, take these retracted claw pieces out of the fist hands, then peg the claws into whichever hand you please. And finally, he comes with a slash effect piece. A bit weird how it's supposed to work, but it's still pretty cool. To use, just pull out the character you want to use. You don't just have to use Deadpool, guys. And place this effect piece into peg hole on their backs. Pulls Wolverine to make it look like he slashed someone, and there you go. Really awesome. Accessories are okay for Wolverine. I still think the cigar excuse is bullshit. And I also think the gripping hands are a bit of a waste of accessories, but the rest of them are pretty cool. So Wolverine does come with plenty of posing options. It's just not a lot. So, buy, don't buy, or wait for a sale. Wolverine is okay, but he's definitely not winning Best Wolverine Figure Awards. The paint issues will definitely bother some collectors, especially for his price point. The fact that the cigar got axed really hurts the figure, since that is a signature thing that Wolverine does. And since the shoulder pads break super easily, it really makes his price a bit iffy. Like the previous Revoltech figures, I can only recommend this figure to people that love posing and taking pictures of their figures, because some collectors will get bothered by the sculpt sacrifices for the articulation. Don't misunderstand me, I don't think the figure is bad overall. I'm still having a lot of fun posing him around, it's just that the other issues can really bug me. Mostly the paint issues and the confusing accessory inclusions. Only diehard Wolverine and Marvel Revoltech fans should pick this up. Just try to find it for sale. I'll give Wolverine a 7 out of 10. Well, that's it. Thanks guys and gals so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you would like to be updated on when new videos goes up, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be notified when new videos go live, be sure to hit that bell icon. And if you want some behind the scenes stuff, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Link to it is down below. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.